May they have a beautiful marriage and many adventures coming their way. Cheers.
Thanks, Rick. Next up is Ezekiel's dad, Philip, the father of the groom, and so I'll hand over to him.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you for coming. This is awesome. I didn't think I'd get a speech at this meeting. I'm already regretting it. You will. I spoke at Father of Bride earlier in the year when my daughter got married, and I didn't think I was going to get invited back. But I have a speech. So Ezekiel, what can we say? Yeah, he's always the fun person of the family. My wife always said that he was more from her side of the family than mine. He was more fun and more jokes, and I'm fairly boring and stayed. So I'm not the sort of guy that when my children bring prospective partners home, I'm not the sort of guy that gives them a hard time. I sort of figure like, well, I trace them to be sensible, to use their brain, and therefore if they're bringing somebody home, they're going to be someone special. And Ezekiel being Ezekiel, I knew he needed someone really special. And you know, he had to go overseas for that. There wasn't anyone even in Thailand or the islands, all the way to the States, although it's actually Savannah that did the travelling. So, but he found someone really special, or they both found someone really special, and that's awesome. Growing up, Ezekiel, I've got to say, he grew up in a Christian home. I'm not sure it's a great Christian home. We sort of a home that had a weapon box at the door where they had to put their weapons when they came inside. Nerf guns, board pistols, foam swords, plastic lightsabers, that sort of thing. They had to park them at the door before they came in. And how many other people did it? No? Okay. Keep it in mind. But I read to my kids as they were growing up, and I read them all my favourite stories when I was growing up. So it was all sci-fi and fantasy. Well, I got them off my father's shelf. And so he had a good grounding in that. Now, I wasn't sure about Savannah, but meeting her parents last night, she's had quite a good grounding in that. So that's awesome in Tolkien and that. But you know, I'd read, you know, my favourite people, Frank Herbert, Raymond Feast, Anne McCaffrey. I mean, how can you go past The Flight of Dragons, The Dragon Rides on Burn? I mean, that should be a movie. But Star Wars was the popular one, because that got a movie. Now, there's nothing wrong with Star Wars. The first trilogy came out when I was a teenager. You know, nothing wrong with that. But it sort of took over the house a bit. The plastic lightsabers dominated. We got two cats. They were named R2 and D2. Kathy being a seamstress, so doing Jedi cloaks. And it took over. And that's right. But so what I've got to say is, you know, you don't live in a galaxy far, far away. However, the battles are still happening. And you're going to need to fight them, and you've chosen to fight them together. And that's the way of it. So, Kaya, can you come over and you solve this? I bought you the weapons for it. And I was thinking actually a lightsaber spar on the top deck of the ship would actually look awesome compared to the sunset. That would be sweet. Send me that video. But yeah, life is a battle, and you will need to fight. And battle's not necessarily physical, financial, spiritual, emotional. You're doing it together. You've just graduated, become the masters, the Jedi masters, co-masters. You're a team. And so you fight them together. So people get in your way, that's okay. You can get around them or get them out of the way. Don't let them get between you. And you know Order 66 is coming at some point in your life. Be prepared, have each other's backs. The clone army will turn on you. But stick it out together. That's what you've chosen to do today. That's what we're trusting you to do. Congratulations.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But I'll tell you, they've downgraded the blade. Sorry, context. Our blades retracted fully into the handle. These ones don't. But handles have been upgraded. They are modular, so you can disconnect components and build your own combined thing. There's probably some nice marriage metaphor in there, but I'm not going to go find it. All right, so our next speech is Travis, who is Savannah's brother, and was her... I'm going to look forward to this one.
You know what's coming. Just kidding. I actually wrote a nice speech. I think it's nice. I'm biased though. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Travis. I'm Savannah's brother. I've met a lot of you, but there's still a lot more to meet. So thank you all for coming here. It's been fun. Hope you guys have been having fun. To Savannah and Ezekiel, I wish both of you a long, happy, and beautiful marriage. I pray that you guys grow both together and individually in ways you never dreamed possible. I don't know anything about marriage at all, but I do know that if you keep God in the center of it, you'll be a spiritual force. To my sister, I love you very much. You're my best friend, and I wouldn't know what to do without you. I'm still going to call you every day. You can't get in between that. I rant so much to her. You found a good man who truly loves you and respects you, and apparently can handle your quirks and ridiculous perfectionism. I'm happy for you that you found your way in life and have accomplished a dream of yours here in New Zealand and with Ezekiel. I've always rooted for you, and now I'm rooting for you both. Thank you for being a great friend and a great sister. I know you'll make a great wife. To Ezekiel. I literally wrote this down. You need to start hitting the gym more. I will make it my eternal mission to outlift you at all times. Keep up. Just kidding. I have a lot of respect for you, and I appreciate the way you've always treated my sister. I'm very protective over her, so it means a lot to me. I've spent a decent amount of time with you, and I've witnessed you two together for most of that time. My sister loves you dearly, and you love her, and that makes me happy. There's a lot of pressure on you to be a leader of the household and to help lead my sister spiritually, but I'm confident that you have what it takes to stay grounded and keep God in the center of your relationship. So thank you for loving my sister the right way. Again, I don't know anything about marriage, but some advice for both of you that I've frequently heard is, after today, continue to date each other. There will be ups and downs, but don't fall too far into normalcy and stepping off the gas in the relationship. Keep doing the things that you both love, keep planning dates, keep making your breakfast every day. And make sure each other's taken care of. Communicate with each other, don't let problems stay in your heart. As we all go home and the wedding stress starts to wear off, you guys will be able to settle in and continue to live an amazing life together, but now as one. You guys have a lot of support both here and abroad, and I'm excited to see what you guys do with your future together. Thank you.
Well, in this regard, I am not biased. That was a really nice speech.